Hello everyone, I am Krish, studying in 10th grade ICSE board. Today in this video, I am going to explain a Java program to you. So guys, let's begin. The program I am going to explain is this. Write a program to accept a number and check whether the number is perfect or not. Before we begin, it is important to understand that what is a perfect number. Perfect number is the number which is used to find the factors of the number and add them. If the sum of the factors is equal to the number itself, then it is called as a perfect number. Please note, you have to include 1 and exclude the number itself. For example, if you want to find out whether 6 is a perfect number or not, then we find the factors of 6, which is 1, 2 and 3, and when we add them, 1 plus 2 plus 3, it is 6, which is equal to the number itself. On the other hand, if we take the example as 8, its factors are 1, 2 and 4. So if we add them, 1 plus 2 plus 4, we get the answer as 7, which is not equal to the original number. In this video, we have three sections. The first section is all about program logic with animation, which will make you understand the program at a higher level. Let's get into it. This screen is divided into two parts. On the left side, we have the program as is from the book, and on the right side, we have the animated output of the program. I would like you to pay attention on the right side of the screen, where we have the program logic explained with animation. Let's see the animation how program finds if an entered number is perfect or not. We have taken the user input as 6 and the main logic is in the for loop which runs from for 1 to 5. Look at the first iteration in the for loop. The divisibility of 6 is checked using the modulus operator. If check is passed, the number is added to variable s. In the second iteration, 6 is divisible with 2 and so the remainder is 0, and again this number is added to variable s, and this time s variable becomes 3. Likewise, iteration 3, s becomes 6, and in iteration 4 and the fifth one, the entered number is 6, which is not divisible with 4 and 5, and hence it is not added to variable s. At the end, the entered number n is compared with the variable s. Both have the value as 6 and hence 6 is a perfect number, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is equal to the user input. Now let's move on to the next section where we analyze the program line by line. First, we have the import statement. This is used to import specific package in your class so that you can use that method from that package. For example, if you have to use math related method, then you have to import java.math package. Moving on, we have the name of the class. You can give this name as per your own choice. I gave it as check underscore perfect underscore num. Moving on, we have the main method. Please note that the program execution starts with this method. Next, we have the variable declarations. We have three integer variables, a, n, and s variable. Variable n is used for the user input. Variable a is used in the for loop, and if you notice, s is initialized with 0, and it is used to add and store the factors of that number. Scanner class object in is used to accept the user input when we enter a number. This will be used to accept that number. Now we have the print statement which is used to print the message on the screen. Moving on, we have the in.nextInt method which is used to accept the user input. Moving on to the next slide, we have the for loop which starts from 1 and goes till 5. Inside the for loop, we have the if statement in which we have a condition to find the factors of 6 by divisibility method. And then all the factors are added to variable s one by one. Moving on, we have one more if condition outside the for loop where the entered number is compared with variable s. If both are equal, the first message is printed. If not, the else part is printed. Now, as we have completed the line by line explanation, let's move to the dry run part. In this screen, we have two sections. The left side is the program and the right side is the dry run. On the left side, the red text is the real logic which is explained in dry run. Please note that our input is number 6. The for loop begins from 1 and ends at 5. Let's look at the first iteration where a is equal to 1. Inside the for loop, we have the if statement. Condition is to check the divisibility of n by a. If you think for a moment about this, you will realize that it is to find the factor of that number, meaning if the remainder is 0, then the number is factor of 6. So n divided a will be 0 and the condition will be true. So 1 will be added to variable s, which was initialized with 0. Now we move to the next iteration and the same thing happens and the value of s becomes 3. In the next iteration, a is equal to 3 also passes through and s becomes 6. In iteration number 4 and 5, they do not pass through the if test. Hence, the value of s does not change and it remains 6 at the end of the for loop. After exiting for loop, if statement will compare the value of n with s. In this case, n and s both are 6, so it will print the perfect message on the screen. To summarize, there are three factors of 6, which are 1, 2, and 3. If you add them, then we get 6, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is equal to the number itself, and hence 6 is a perfect number. That's it, it's simple. Hope this was helpful for you. Share your feedback on the comment section. Thank you everyone. Have a good day.